And how's it going, guys? It goes me at Uncle, welcome back on my channel, and yet again, here we are to play DDLC, Fruits of the Literature Club. Well, the last thing we know is that Natsuki was on the hospital, because of her father, Matsumoto, if you remember that was his name. Oh well, let's keep going. So, holding my backpack strap in my right arm, I opened the door to the club room and noticed Monica and Sayuri inside. Yo. Hey, how are you doing? I'm fine, what about you too? I'm doing absolutely great. Glad to hear. What about you, Monica? Thanks for asking. I'm doing very well today. Alright then, where's Yuri? Right here. Yuri appears out of seemingly nowhere from the closet. A quick glance around the room reveals to me that each of the girls had something planned for Natsuki's return. A few streamers are hung up and there is a little sign that says "Welcome back, Natsuki." Looks like Yuri already got the decorations up. Yep, I'm gonna be so excited for when Natsuki sees all this. Well, that's shit. You don't think this seems a little too much? Nah, it's fine. I don't think so. Nope, in fact I think Natsuki will love it. That's good, especially since he is here. What? Even while she was in the hospital you went to go see her as much as you could. It's only been 2 days since she was admitted. Well yeah, but you're still there for her. And to a girl that matters. I know how close you have become. It's cute. Whatever you say, woman. I'm just doing what's right. Sayuri jumps up and wraps her arms around me. You're such a good person. Get off me! Grab her shoulders and pull her off me. How many times do I have to tell you? Give me a warning. Sorry. Anyway, everything does look great. Out of the corner of my eye, the club's door opened. A familiar face walks in. Hey, guy. And she looks around the room in stupor. What is all this? Did you miss me? Sayuri runs and gives Natsuki a hug. Monica and Yuri stand next to me. When she sees me, her face flushes. What are you looking at? No idea. I think it's a pink-haired ghost. Guess that means I get to haunt you, huh? You're welcome to try. Natsuki walks over and gently punches me on the arm. I pat her on the back and let her pass. The club room looks really cute. Thank you, guys. All of the other girls gather around the middle of the room and start talking. All of a sudden the room goes quiet and sound of the ringing. It's my work phone. Hello? Hey, where are you? In Metal Literature Club right now. What do you want? I have the results back from the search you wanted me to do. About Matsumoto. Alright then, give me just a second. I gesture to the girls that I'm going to step out for a second. Then I open the door and step into the hallway, so no one can hear my conversation. What do you got? You were right about him having no public records. I did a secondary search just to make sure. What? Didn't believe me? Hello. You never do. Shut up. Anyway, I did a search for any private records that I could find. I only found scraps of names that were changed. Nothing that actually gave me information about him specifically. Name changes? Yeah, like maiden names and married names. Ah. I met the man just 2 days ago when Natsuki was admitted to the hospital. Wait, you did? Mm-hmm. Well, from what you have told me about him, I'm glad to see you're still alive. I wasn't going to pull any stupid white knight crap. Are you sure? The hell does that mean, woman? You seem to have gotten very close to this girl, especially since you two have common ground to relate with. Sometimes I regret you knowing my past. Look at what you've become now. More than one person is proud of you. Julia, why don't you just confess to me and stop teasing? What? Why would I confess any love to you? Maybe because you find the younger man attractive. Well, shit. You're so difficult. Whatever you say, Julia. You love being teased that way. You know that. You know what? Let's just move on. If any of this information helps you, Matsumoto said his wife died in a robbery. He seems to be about 5 foot and 11 inches. Dark brown hair, looks middle-aged. Pink eyes. Over the phone speaker I hear Julia typing. Good information, I can definitely use that. Just do me a favor and try not to kill him while you're there. I'll do whatever is necessary to keep Natsuki safe, but I'm making sure to think things through and not to be rash. I wouldn't do that, I would already kill the motherfucker, but still. Everyone do the things at their own pace, I think. Good. Another thing, there are records of the local police department running a search for that name. What came out of that? Nothing. Don't see any further information regarding that, but looking at the department policies, It must probably an ID check of some sort. Ah, so nothing that would have helped us either way, huh? Correct. Just please try to stay safe. Somehow his records managed to vanish. It means he could have really high connections. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, Julio. Thank you for help. I hand the call and look up from the floor. No records at all, huh? Who are you, Matsumoto? Everything hurts. I feel something coming up. I lean over onto the cold cement and vomit into a nearby bucket. What did you give me? I don't know. It was one of the pills I bought earlier. Not stupid enough to try them myself. But you're a strong boy, right? You can take one for the wait, what? You can take one for the team. I know it sounds odd to believe, but at this point this dark room just got darker. I truly felt as if there were no walls anymore. I vomit again into the bucket. You're throwing up the diner I gave you. God damn it, boy. Feeling my strength slowly leave my body, I lie on the ground and just focus on breathing. My heartbeat becoming the only thing I can hear at this point. At least I can't hear him. You haven't died yet. Are you just gonna lie there, fucking lazy little prick? How's it going? He's just laying there. Jeez, how many did you give him? Just one. That's a lot for a kid. I thought he could handle it. I thought he was strong. He doesn't look like it. I don't give a damn anyway. He just vomits twice, so it should be out of his system. Actually, it will linger for a while. You should get him some water. Pfft, there is a who's down here. If he so desperately needs water, he can get it himself. Alright. Yeah. Huh? What? Mom. Oh my god, you're pathetic. Where is his mother? Don't worry about it. Come on, let's get out of here. This sickens me. This sight sickens me. Mom, please help. Everything feels tingly. I can't move my body. Why does Dad hate me? Why does he do this to me? Maybe I should just stop. The only thing I am able to control is my breath. Is my breathing. If I stop my breathing, how fast would I die? I'm starving, I'm cut, I'm beaten, I'm drugged. Hey, hello. Is there anyone in here? What? Where am... That's right, I'm alive. Oh, sorry about that, Natsuki. It's about time. You've been out here for a long time just staring into space. Was I now? Again, I'm sorry. I just had something on my mind. Are you okay? You have really hard look on your face. Yeah, I'm fine. Just had an important call that made me think about something. Not that I was worried or anything. Just wanted to kind of talk to you privately. Thank you for being there for me all this time. And don't tell anyone I said that. I'll be super mad. I won't. Sassy as always. I've actually grown quite fond of her tsundere-esque attitude. It makes it fun to mess with her and joke around at times, but if she's acting this way, then I know she's comfortable. And right now my stomach is in several knots, but if she's feeling okay, then that is really what I care about. Also, there's something I want to talk to you about. Spit it out. Thank you for keeping things calm with my dad. I wouldn't necessarily say your exchange was calm, our exchange was calm, but whatever floats the boat. He sat down and talked to me and told me what you said to him. I was almost sure you would have tried to fight him. I'm not just some roid-ragged guy looking for a fight every day, especially with one of my friend's fathers. Guess we're just scared that you two have ever met, that you would fight, and I don't want you to get hurt. Not that you would, just... I waved my hand. I understand. Listen, Natsuki, this situation with your father isn't something that I can just run into like a hero. Trust me, I really do just want to rush in and start beating him senseless for doing what he has to do. But if we're going to handle this, we need to be realistic, okay? As I said before, as long as it is you, I trust you. I wait for a normal whitey comment along the lines of, I mean, not that that means anything, but nothing. What does that look for? I expected it to give me some attitude or comment about that. Well, I do trust you. Don't trust many people, so feel special. I feel like I am on top of the world. Don't push your luck, mister. Pushed? It's pretty much shoved. I chuckled slightly. You're lucky I give you enough to say things like that. I wonder why you do. Gently rub my chin with my index finger, mocking and thinking gesture. Natsuki looks away, slightly flustered. You're gonna make me say it, aren't you? Maybe. I like you, okay? Happy now? Yes. Why is that such a big deal with you? Because you're always teasing me. I just wanted to give you a little taste of your own medicine. You shouldn't tease girls with their feelings like that. Who's to say I don't share the same? What? You heard me. That's not funny, you know. There's no way you could like someone like me. I mean, Natsuki stomps on the ground angrily. Forget you heard that. Nah, I heard it out. I heard it loud and clear. I pat her on the head and look into her eyes. Your reaction is almost as cute as you are. I'm not cute. Smirking, I stop patting her head and decide to ease up on her. Right. You're so difficult at times. Never said I wasn't. Anyway, what I was saying is true. But what makes you think I couldn't like someone like you? I make quotes with my fingers. Because you're strong, brave, abrupt, and talented. And I'm none of those things. I mean, I'm always really mean to my friends and strangers. I read manga and nothing more sophisticated like you or Monica would. I don't have any real talent other than baking. And I'm not. Natsuki looks down to herself and laughed, trailing on the off her sentence. Not as pretty as someone like Monica. Natsuki, if I didn't like you, do you think I would put up with your attitude all the time? Or get myself involved with your father? As well, I spend all this time with you. She continues to look off to the side, but evidently reassured. I guess. And trust me, if I didn't want to be around you, I would have left a long time ago. I enjoy the time we spend together. Well, of course you love spending time with me. You are just as much of a loser as I am. Ouch, that hurts. Natsuki giggles quietly and smiles. Wait, did I just tell her I had feelings for her? I think I did. Oh well, I guess it could have gone worse. Yes, it could. She could not like you and just kick you in the face. Or in the balls, that would hurt even more. Anywho. It worked out in the end, didn't it, big boy? So the big strong guy really does like me, doesn't he? God, she's reading my mind. You're so easy to read when you're making those weird faces. Yeah, whatever. I do. See, that wasn't that hard. Look who is talking. Every time you speak to me you blush a little bit. I do not. Sure. Don't start getting cocky. Just because we both have feelings for each other doesn't mean we are dating or anything. Yeah, I would have asked you to be my girlfriend like Natsuki. Would you do me the honor to be my girlfriend? Yeah, you would. Yeah. Did you just ask me out? Yeah, I did. I lean forward and look her in the eyes. What is your answer? Natsuki taps her chin, mocking the expression I was doing just moments before. Sure, why not? I wouldn't want to make a boy cry. Whatever you say. Pat her on the shoulder and motion back to the club room. Let's go back to the club room now. The girls are gonna start to wonder what we're doing to each other out here. Okay, as we walk back to the club room, Natsuki remains close by my side. I even catch a few glimpses of her picking at my hand. Gently chuckling to myself, I was considering grabbing hers, but I dismiss it. She would have probably recoiled and started berating at me. Heh, I can picture it now. What do you think you're doing, dummy? You may be my boyfriend, but that doesn't mean I want to hold hands with you or something. Yeah, but she totally wants. That's the stuff. I don't have time for this, kids. When Natsuki and I walk into the club room, the girls are all standing next to each other, blocking desks with their bodies. What's going on here? Oh, Natsuki, we were just waiting for you to come back from getting him. Took you long enough. I see. We have a present for you. A present for me? Yep. The girls move away from the desk and reveal a pink and white bag. It was a little tag on it that says, "We missed you, Natsuki. We may not be with you all the time, but we know he can be." Natsuki looks into the bag and pulls out a stuffed bear. The stuffed bear is tannish brown, has little black eyes, and sits on his rear with front paws down as if he is on guard. It's kind of cute, actually. You guys got me a stuffed animal? Yep. Of course. You're a great friend to all of us. This is the least we could do. And it was Lucy's idea too. Your idea? I know it sounds very weird coming from someone like me, but if I'm not around to help you, same with the other girls here, he will be. I named him for you too. You did? Insuka. I did some research and I know you're fierce and valiant at times. And Insuka is the champion of the Ring of Fire in Yakut's mythology. Natsuki lowers her head and rushes to me. When she impacts me, she wraps her arms around me and remains completely silent. The other girls look at me as if their heart has melted. After a moment, Natsuki releases me and smiles. Love him. Thank you. Natsuki turns away and looks at the other girls. Thank you all too. I'm really lucky to have you as my friends. Okay. What's the point? Everything is going to calm down as soon as it started to get up. Ugh. It's like Alistair from Aspen Hotel said, I just want to see the scum of the world struggle to get on top, only to repeatedly stumble and fall down into the dark pit of failure. And that's about to happen. Like you would say as well, smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one. And I'm glad to be a part of this club. Okay, she hugs each of the girls. I turn away and look out the window and into the afternoon outside. If I disappear one day and never return, he can serve as a reminder of someone you have changed. Did her change you? She didn't change you, did she? 8:30. Let's go. The gentle bubbling noises coming from the pot on my stove are nearly drowned by the music I am playing through my phone. Julia recommended I try out a specific Bluetooth speaker and I decided why not. Mimicking a drum set with a wooden spoon and a spatula, I tap lightly on my counter. I have a little bit of a garlic powder and oregano from one of my cabinets and shake it lightly over the pot. Over the last few days I decided to deviate from my normal diet of constant meat, rice and beans, relying on Alfredo type of pasta tonight. I don't know a damn thing about cooking pasta, but to be honest, I really don't care. As long as it is completely raw, I can get it down. No one likes to eat raw noodles, and if someone does, God have mercy on them. I'm not really much of a music person since I grew up just around him and cadences. But I overheard one of the guys from the soccer team talking about a band. Of course, I decided to give it a try. Can't say I hate it. When I got around to finish the sauce, I pull the noodles out of the water and prepare my bowl. Feel my pocket vibrate, indicating that I got a text message. As soon as I am done preparing my meal, I glance to my phone. I'll be ready in 2 hours. A starkly reply and acknowledgement and head over to my table. Grab a book I have been reading and at least I read. It helps me to calm down and de-stress. This book is one I haven't read before, but was recommended by my English teacher. It's about two friends who are more like brothers, who go from town to town and farm to farm looking for work. Apparently their goal is to run a farm of their own one day and be happy. At first I didn't really enjoy it, but as the story progressed and the characters developed, I found a strange relation to the plot. Now I like it. Halfway through my dinner, I hear someone knocking on my door. Stand up and quietly approach the door and look at the peephole. It's Natsuki. Why is she here this late? I look down and watch at my watch just to confirm the time. As I open the door, Natsuki hides her arms and looks away with an expression on her face that worries me. Natsuki, what are you doing here so late? Don't worry about it. Her voice is quiet and raspy. I would have texted you, but I don't have my phone anymore. Sensing her signal of dismissal, I could discontinue the topic. Come inside. Natsuki walks inside, still covering her arms and lowering her head. She heads over a chair next to mine on the table and sits down. Upon further examination in the light of my kitchen, Natsuki is real with bruises. However, it looks like they were attempted to be covered up by makeup. A common trait that some of the people I work with use to cover up identifying features. This worries me. In her left hand, she holds a small bag. It isn't her backup, but more like a knapsack. Sitting down next to her, she avoids eye contact with me. Natsuki, stop hiding from me. Tell me what the hell is going on. Can I just, use your shower? Don't really want to talk about anything right now. Sure. You know where the bathroom is. You're free to do whatever. Natsuki gets up and walks away without saying another word. Alright then, just come to my house and start using my amenities. Whatever. I'll just leave her to herself for a bit. I know something happened with her father, and this is probably the only place she could have gone. When I say beat the shit out of him, you don't care, but now you see that I'm right, don't you? If you beat the shit out of him at the hospital, it would be even easier. You could have got a rest, probably, but you would have taught that guy a big lesson. That guy deserves death upon everything. Still. But I can't assume things right now. It's probably best to just wait. A few minutes later, after I'm completely finished with dinner, make a plate for Natsuki and start cleaning up. Out of the corner of my eye, Natsuki walks down the stairs and back into the kitchen. Yo, I'm sorry for how I act. I just had a very bad night. Didn't mean to show up unannounced and all. Bitchy. Rude. It's fine. I assumed that when you refused to talk that something happened. Didn't hear the shower turn on. Did you not take one yet? Not yet. I felt bad, so I came down to apologize. Don't worry about it. Natsuki glanced over the table and looks at the plate of food I made for her. Yes, that's for you. You didn't have to do that. Oh, then I'll eat it. Wait to be a gentleman. I took the plate and slid it over to her. You should eat before it gets cold. Then you can draw a bath and relax. Really? You're okay with that? Yeah. Okay. Natsuki sits down real thankfully at the table and looks at her food for a minute before eating. She compliments my subpart cooking in a way that almost flatters me. She doesn't mention what happened to her, but then again I don't press it. I'm not about to argue with this girl and force her to tell me things she isn't comfortable about right now. At least he knows how to deal with this stuff, I think. After she finished eating, she goes upstairs to my bathroom. I forgot to tell her she can use whatever soap she wants, but to be honest, she will probably do so anyway. I can sit and relax now. Holding my book in my hand, I lie my arms against the armrest of the couch. Before I get a chance to really get immersed in the book again, I hear the water start upstairs. Natsuki must be running the bath, since the sound is different than what my shower normally does. Julia has told me that the warm bath can help a girl relax and unwind. So as long as Natsuki is okay afterward, then we're golden. My phone rings, bringing an icy chill down my spine. It's time. I walk upstairs and across my bedroom is the bathroom. A splashing comes from inside, confirming that Natsuki is indeed ready in the bath. Gently knock on the door as to not overly surprise her. Hey Natsuki, what is it? I'm busy. I have to go run somewhere for a bit. Huh? Right now? Yeah. I'll be back in a bit. Wait, am I going to be here alone? Don't want to answer that. I can hear the waver in her voice. Yes, however, you have Insuke with you to keep you company, right? No, I accidentally left it on my desk at home. I see. I won't be long, okay? I'll lock the door behind me. Feel free to take as long as you want in there. What if someone tries to break in? If that happens, give me a call and I'll come back immediately. But lock yourself in here until I say. And so if that does happen, which it won't, trust me. Okay, I trust you. Click, the door is locked. I look to my right and press a small black box hidden in a shrub. Turning away from my door, I begin to walk down the street. I wish I didn't have to leave. Really, it's real late in the night. Where does he even have to be that is so important? Well, whatever, it might be good. Don't want to stay here all night alone. Might as well get ready for my bath. The shower looks like Monica's, but there is a tub on the other side of it. I want to take a bath instead of a shower. It will kind of help the bruises. Making high with myself in the mirror, I turn away. Don't want to lower myself. Not tonight. Grabbing my skirt and shirt, I fold them into place them onto the lid of the toilet, the traces and concealer that I used to cover up my bruises stained clothes. Don't have another change of clothes. Really hate having to put same clothes back on, it's gross. Unless he has a washer and dryer here, and he said he would be gone for a while. Do I have enough time to clean them before he comes back? And I certainly don't want just to be in the underwear when he comes back. I'll just have to be quick. Grabs the handle of the bath and the water starts. Okay, let's go. Done. That was fast. I should have joined the track after all. I approach the tub and then dress out from my underwear. I can finally rest and relax. Immersion my body in the tub and the bubbles I made it with some of his soap. I lean back and close my eyes. I can actually relax and feel safe for once in the bathroom. My mind keeps turning back to him. He knocked before he talked to me. He gave me privacy. Realizing this, my heart skips a beat and my stomach feels as if it has butterflies in it. He's a gentleman after all. Muttering those words to myself, I can't seem to get him out of my mind. He's such a... he's a difficult guy, but I really care about him. Really do like him a lot. Smiling to myself sadly, I begin to reflect on everything I have forcibly involved him with. The problems between me and my dad I didn't want anyone to know about. I'm a strong girl, I can hide it all and deal with it alone. Other people might call me a freak or worse things than that, but sometimes I can't even help it. I get so angry that I really would do anything for food, even looking under the school vending machines for spare change, but lately he has been paying for my school meals. Really didn't want him to. It just makes me feel like he's forced to, but every time I try to fight him on it, he just dismisses it and keeps on paying. I don't want to rely on him, damn it. Can handle this on my own, I think. I continue my thoughts that border on the ridiculous until I get curious and look at the different sub-bottles he has. Is it normal for guys to have like less than 3 bottles of shampoo? I have like 7 at home. I question and laugh to myself as I tease him in my mind. Here I am in my boyfriend's house taking a bath. How could I have ended up in this situation? Are we back home? Nope. Where are we? Walking down the barren street, I turn and enter a small dark hallway. Passing by houses and trash cans, I reach a small opening that is presumed for use for cars, but are none here but a rusty old piece of junk that won't see another day of use in its life. A figure stands out in the darkness and waves to me. Good to see you, kid. Likewise. So, what did you need? Jay called me and said you needed information on someone here. Correct. I reach into my pocket and pull out the photo, offering it out to the man. The man in front of me is an old work acquaintance that my guardian Julie knew. Probably Jeff? He's very good at gathering information about pretty much anyone. I was curious once about what he could gather about me, and he requested me some information on another allies. This mole bastard actually got accurate info. This is the guy. The name is Matsumoto Keijin. Matsumoto Keijin, huh? What do you need this for? His dialect is similar to mine, but not as educated. But I guess that is what being on the streets 24/7 does to your speech. That isn't important. What do you think about him? Julia and I both did a search on him, and came up with nothing, other than its identity has been hidden. Hidden, hey? That is odd. Usually those who are higher up in the echelon in witness protection or by court or have their records hidden. But does he do for a living? Office worker, company unknown. He's 38. He's 38. Height is 5 feet 11 inches and has a daughter. What is the daughter's name? I hesitate to say her name for a second. I don't want her in any way involved with all I'm doing. What is it? Is her name really pertinent? Yes. Blood and DNA records, parental information filled at birth, and ancestral documentations can all be found easily with her. I'll tell you her name, but you'll not do anything to her or about her. You are only going to use her name for what I ask for. Am I understood? What? You involved with this girl? That is important. Just do as I ask. You owe me one anyway. Yeah, I get you. It doesn't take an idiot to realize. He glances at my hand for a moment. Anyway, give me about 10 minutes and I can see if I get anything on him. That is fine. Follow me. I follow him down the hallway to a small house that borders the dead end. He walks inside and I have a seat on his porch. Please don't take too long. Don't want to ask it to be alone at my house. Looking down at my lap, I clear all thinking and just wait patiently. Alright, so I got something. My attention is immediately caught, resulting me in standing up and staring him in the eye. What is it? It isn't much, but from the hospital records that we were damaged but still readable, I found the first name of Hideki. Hideki, huh? Anything else? Not much. His records either truly are non-existent or have been very well cleaned. The girl, though, hers haven't been touched after then. What Julia noted. You sure about that? Not quite sure about that, but still, if you say so. You're the professional here. You spoke to Julia. Only a little. She noted something in the search logs. Besides the selection of medical records, there isn't anything from hers that has been altered. I see. However, my phone alarm goes off, which sends a shiver down my spine. That's the alarm on my front door. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, what is going on right now? I'm sorry, I have to go. Eh? Why? Someone just entered my house. Without hearing anything else he has to say, I take off running as fast as I can down the street and back into the hallway. I take a shortcut and hop over a fence cut across the grass lawn and into a main street. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have left Nasky alone. And why did you do it anyway? You could have talked with that prick on the phone. Why did you have to go? Yeah. The box I pressed it after I left, it's a motion sensor alarm that I harmed. It notifies me if anyone comes in from the house. Come into the house. Just got it. Uh, Bruh. I just got it recently from a military surplus store I found. At least it came in handy right now. I'm still sprinting as fast as I can. I reach one of the streets that run along my neighborhood. As I get closer and closer to the neighborhood, I reach into the right side of my belt loop and unsheath a knife I brought with me. Performing the reverse grip, here I hold the knife longwise with my thumb and capping the blunt of the handle and the blade perpendicularly to my wrist. I continue my sprint. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Thank God I'm almost there. Scenarios play through my head of the possible things happening to Nask right now. Come on, relax. Each of them pisses me off more than the last. If anyone is there to hurt her. I trailed my thought for a good reason and finally reached the front door. Immediately checking the knob and the door for any damage. I don't see to find anything visible. Making sure I didn't just get a false alarm, I checked the black alarm box in the bushes. It spots a red infrared light, which I test with a small part of my knife tailored to detect IR rays. This isn't a false alarm. Someone besides Naski is in my house. Readying my knife and to my chest, I take a beneath and quietly open the door. Masking my movements of my footsteps by using proper footing, I check the kitchen. Nothing is out of the ordinary. Exiting the kitchen, I enter the living room. The couch looks a little moved, but I can't remember if it was that way earlier when I left. To be safe, I'm considering it moved by someone else. Still keeping the knife ready, I traverse my hallway and slowly head upstairs. The bathroom is still closed and the lights inside is on. But so is my bedroom. Maybe Naski is held up in the bathroom as I told her to. I need to check the bedroom first. Remaining completely silent, I grip my knife and gently touch the doorknob. It's warm. My heart racing, I open the door and walk inside. Okay, skip. What just happened? Naski, what are you doing in here? Why do you have a knife? I thought, get out. Naski desperately tries to cover herself up with her hand and arm, slightly hunching over while doing so. Okay. I slammed the door shut behind me, leaving Naski half naked in my room. The hell? Why is she... What? Irritated, shocked, and wanting answers, I throw open the bathroom door and notice a pink towel is on the ground. A waft of humidity hits me like a truck, but besides that, nothing else is amiss. Now I'm even more confused. Continuing my befuddled thoughts, I start back downstairs and notice someone at the bottom waiting for me. Is everything alright? You're here too? God dang it. So Sarah explains to me everything that happened. Okay, so the alarm was set by her? Sometimes Sayuri can be a pain. I can see that now. Yeah, why does this always happen to me? Okay, so what really happens? There's a great bath. This all is super comfy too. I should get my clothes now. They should be done drying. What? How could they not be drying yet? We had like half an hour. I'm a prune. Was that a knock? Oh, I don't know if I should answer it. I should at least check. Right, it might be him. Oh, it's Yuri. Hi. Oh shit. Oh, so that was what happened. So you came over because you thought I was here, saw Naski and kept her company. Yep. Thank God. Did you say something? No, nothing at all. I leaned forward and on the couch and rubbed my forehead. Well, whatever it is. You sure came in very fast and you had a knife. You scared me, you know. Quite the contrary, it was you who scared me. Don't give me that shit. Naski walks down the stairs, only fully clothed this time around. Okay, you. You had 30 seconds to explain yourself. Why did you just barge in on me while I was changing, and why did you have a knife? This is going to be a difficult explanation. What? You have a security alarm? That actually makes sense. So now you see, I am not just some knife-wielding pervert maniac trying to copy a look at his girlfriend while she's changing. I continue to rub my forehead. Then I immediately stop and I realize that I just told Sayuri that me and Natsuki are dating. You mean you are? It's some maniac? Did you not hear the rest of that sentence? Yeah. Oh, about you two dating. I already knew that. Both me and Natsuki look at her in complete shock. What? How? You two are not good at hiding things at all. They are similar, yeah. They don't know how to lie as well. Pretty much. I knew from the very start that you two were either already together or going to be. Well, damn, I guess you are right for once. I'll say. Hey, what do you mean for once, you meanies? All of us share a chuckle. Sayuri departs shortly after we stop our little teasing section. Okay. Don't do us like that. Why is always Sayuri doing everything difficult? Okay, which just leaves me and Natsuki. Thank you for checking up on me. I'm sorry to put you through all that trouble. Oh, why am I apologizing? That should be expected if you're going to date me. You're apologizing a lot, or the damn near panic attack I just had. You're a little panic attack. You're a little sadist. I'm not little. Whatever. You say, Miss 4'11". I may be that height, but that doesn't mean I still can't smack you. Just right, short stock. Natsuki and I keep our little bit of for a while until she visibly yawns. Tired? A little. Can I use your phone to call Monica? I can't go home tonight. I will just spend the night at her house. Her house is really far away. Why don't you just stay here for the night? What? I can't do that. I'm pretty sure my dad and Julie will be okay with it. Not like we're going to do anything stupid. You need a place to sleep and you're more safe with me than anyone else. I guess. I hope you at least have a big and comfy blanket. And a pillow too. Natsuki walks over the couch and sits down. Not only would Julie be pissed off that I let Natsuki spend the night, she would almost physically kick my ass if I let this girl sleep on the couch. You're not sleeping on the couch. Huh? Why don't I have anyone else to sleep? Yes, you do. I'll take the couch, you can take my bed. You need an actual good night of rest for once. Plus, me being down here anyway means if anyone comes in, I can handle them. But that's your bed. You wouldn't ever want to take it away from me. Would you prefer I be in it with you? No. So be it. You can sleep in my bed and I sleep on the couch. I need to do some work for my job on my laptop anyway, so... Alright, shall I show you to my room? No, I got it, my knight. I must protect the princess at all costs. You sleep well, my lady. You too. Okay, how did this become this so fast? God, I have no time for this. My mind is already racing, so whatever. Natsuki walks upstairs into my room, sitting down at the couch. I lean back and give a deep breath. But before I could get to deep thought, I remember something I forgot. Oh, that's right. Stand up and walk into the kitchen and grab something. When I reach my bedroom door, I knock gently. Natsuki? Yeah? Mind if I come in just for a second? Sure. What is it? I extend my hand out to her, clutching something soft and furry in it. Is that Insuika? Yes, it is. How did you get them? Don't worry about it. I have my ways. I can't thank you enough for this. She takes the teddy bear and gently hugs him. Sleep easy. I turn away and feel her grab onto my shirt. Natsuki wraps her arms around me and squeezes me tightly. In the timeline of the moment, I return her gesture and hug back. After we release each other, I look into her pink eyes and nod. Then I turn away and exit the room. Singing softly, I sit down onto the couch and pull out my laptop, typing away and doing my usual extra work till he signed. I can't help but think about what could have happened the next few days. Anything could happen, and nothing could happen. Natsuki bruises were much more visible after her bath. She didn't try to hide them from me this time, but they were all over her. Her father beat her again. I stop typing and reflect on when I got her teddy bear. A small twinge of anger rushes through my veins. I could have. It would have been over. This entire situation has got me pissed off, mainly because I never felt this sort of compassion towards someone before. It's changing me. Is this what I get for wanting a normal life? Where I can just forget about it all and be a normal person. Disdain coats my tongue, leaving a sore resonance behind. I never ever thought I would be where I am today. A girlfriend and normal school, friends. Don't deserve any of this, but I can't focus on attacking myself like I used to. I have to focus on Natsuki now. And no, spending the night here isn't going to come with no consequences whatsoever, so I should be ready for anything. And so should she. But for now she needs some rest and time to relax. Brushing everything off, I continue my work. I'm looking forward to see what's going on now. Now, where is she? Where is he? His laptop is still on the coffee table, but there are no blankets or pillows out here. Did he sleep without those last night? Ah, this boy. Wonder what he was working on last night. Let's see. I take a seat down at the couch and open his laptop. A login prompt is on the screen, but the username is hidden and only asks for a password. Of course the password is wrong. Curiosity got the best of me. Closing his laptop and leaning back, I look around the room. Should at least make his bed. We don't have anything else to do right now. Gingerly going upstairs, I change my footing every few steps. My legs are still sore from the night I fell. Each time I lift my leg and lower it, the ache burns. My bed as well doesn't help too much since it's firm mattress. I grab Lucky's sheets and start to make the bed. His mattress is very comfortable, and almost as soon as I lie down last night I fell asleep. I was really tired. After I finish making the bed, something forces its way into my mind that I didn't realize last night. He ran from wherever he was last night back here with a knife in his hand. He said he has an alarm system for his house that warned him someone walked in. I know it was here, but he was really worried. He probably thought my dad or someone else is trying to break in and hurt. Never really noticed how worried he was when he walked in. I was coughing at myself internally. I guess it was because I was getting dressed and he walked in. I thought he was being a pervert and got very mad. Huh? Is that him? I stand up and walk to the door of the bedroom. Yes, it is. He walks up the stairs with a black t-shirt, shorts and sneakers. I feel those butterflies in my belly again, and I can't help but smile at the sight of him. Taking deep breaths in and out, I help stabilize my heart rate. I start up the stairs. Natsuki approaches my bedroom door. Yo, it's about time I see you. Likewise. How did you sleep? I slept very well. You know, for a guy who is always such a stiff, you have a very comfy bed. Thanks, it's a lot better than my old bed. Damn, the damn thing felt like a board. I walk into the bathroom and grab a clean towel, rubbing the sweat off my forehead. Thank you, by the way, for letting me sleep in your bed. I didn't mind it. Also, did you have anything to sleep with last night? Didn't see any blankets or pillows earlier. Nope. Why? Natsuki stiffens the posture and tries to sound stern. Don't have any extras. Plus, I don't care if I have a blanket or a pillow. I've slept in bare concrete before. Sacrificing one night of comfort so I can remember where I came from is fine. But that just isn't fair to you. Would you prefer I join you in bed? I soften my voice and lean towards Natsuki. No. What makes you think I want to do that? Just don't want you to go without anything when you sleep, and so you're not cold or uncomfortable. Trust me, I'm fine. Don't have much preference for anything. Opening up my wardrobe, I grab a change of clothes. Natsuki sits back down on my bed, visually judges what I pick. Are you really just going to be wearing that? What's wrong with it? They don't match. How does this shirt go with that? When did you become my mother? More like acting like a wife. We are dating, and I don't want to be seen in public if you're wearing that. Pick another shirt. You know I said something along the lines of that to say here before. Here, let me see. Yes, so I take it out and put it back in the wardrobe. She grabs two shirts that are different colors and holds them up to my chest. Not bad. There. Wear this one. Natsuki triumphantly holds out one of my black shirts. What can we say? If it's black or white, it gets good with everything. It's a contrast. If you would use black with white, it's good. If you use white with black, is awesome. If you use any color with something black, it's okay, or with something white, it's fine. Because they are not strong colors. You don't want to be a fucking rainbow when you're walking down the street, pal. Alright, if you say so. Grab the t-shirt in my hand and place it on bed next to the pants. Then I grab the shirt I have on currently and start to take it off. Don't change with me in here. Calm down, woman, it was just my shirt. I was fixing to push you out anyway. Good, don't be a pervert. Natsuki storms out of the room and closes the door behind her forcefully. Jesus Christ, woman, don't slam my doors. Better, much better. What is your plan for today? I'm gonna have to go home. Dad said I could only spend the night at Monka's last night. I see, I'll walk you home then. Is that a good idea? I don't want anything happening to you. Don't worry about me, I'm fine, damn it. Fine, let's go. Natsuki and I start walking to our house. The entire way she remains close to my side. I feel a small sense of guardianship, which reminds me of another woman I've known in my life. Only I was forced to protect her. Not to do so out of my own will at first. As we approach our house, no car is in the driveway. Perhaps he is not here right now and at work. For Natsuki's sake, I hope. Me showing up with her isn't going to look good. But I'm prepared for whatever may come. When we stop at the door, Natsuki turns around and looks at me in the eyes. Thank you for walking me home. You may be a big dummy, but at least you are chivalrous. Is that it? Whatever you say, woman. I'm leaving now. Stay safe, okay? It will do. Turning my back to the house, I start to walk back into the sidewalk. Okay. That is until, well. Look who we have here, my daughter's boyfriend. Matsumoto stands near a shed on the side of the yard. His stare meet mine for almost a solid minute before I respond. So you heard? Yes, I have. Did you think you were going to hide it from me forever? No, I wasn't really going for that approach. You know you're really starting to become a nuisance. First you barge into my daughter's hospital room uninvited, lie to me, ask my daughter out without my permission, and then you sneak into my house. You're lucky I don't call the police on your punk ass. Excuse me, you're threatening to call the police on me? Why don't we evaluate what you do? Raising my voice slightly, I take a few steps towards him. This isn't very smart for someone who stirs the pot to criticize the taste. You beat, rape and starve your daughter, and you want to call the police on me? Ha ha ha. You believe that what that little bitch says? You're one to the few. How can a father do things like that to his own daughter? How about I ask you the question? Why is that you care about my daughter so much? Most boys would just drop her and move on to someone easier. Natsuki is rude, disrespectful, and untrusting. She has no talents or notable personality, and her body doesn't feel as good as you would think. Or perhaps do you have daddy problems too? Oh, you think that's it? Hey yo, you shouldn't do that, pal. You see, me and my friend here, I am not very happy with your attitude. This guy's blood is boiling. This guy's blood is boiling. He's not going to hold back if you don't keep your mouth shut, oh pal. The slight chuckle in his voice nearly rips me into furious rage. Leaning forward, I grab his shirt and pull him closer to my face. Say what you want, but you're not say those things about Natsuki. Matsumoto completely ignores my warning and looks off to the side casually. I'm getting too angry at this. Are you about to smack his face? Please do so. Need to calm down immediately. Releasing my grip on him, I push him back against the wall. Your daughter deserves better. She doesn't deserve the traumatic torture you forced her to endure. My, that is very hard coming from someone like you. Excuse me? You constantly walk around like you're better than anyone else. Your stare of intimidation, your speech, your posture. Kind of seems like you only care about yourself. Hey, oh, you think that? At least I have proven you wrong. You said it yourself, every other boy would have dropped her. But I haven't, and I don't intend to anytime soon. At least I can be someone that can take care of her. What did you just say to me? I leaned forward and raised my voice. I'm not going to repeat myself to a rapist. Not saying another word, I turned away and began walking home. You have balls, kid. Try not to force yourself on me. Yeah, try not. Or you'll be dead where you stand. Midnight, that with our hotel. This is paid for. We are in position. Good, have you confirmed the target? Yes, ma'am. Its signature confirms that the target is the only one in the building. Good, you are free to engage whenever ready. Are we bringing him alive or dead, ma'am? Alive. But he is going to resist, so do whatever is necessary to take him down. Understand, ma'am? Cutting comms. Down now. Alright, Rook. How are the alarms going? Sir, all alarms have been disarmed and are dark. We're ready to move. Good. Now listen up, Tim. We are exercising extreme caution. Our target is 4219. What? You don't mean the Reaper, do you? I do. Why the hell are we going after him? Because we have orders. But he carries a pay grade of a senior. Shut the fuck up. We have our ward. How hard to Club 1. Head into... Now. Hard to Club 1. Head to the back door. We breach on my mark. Are you sure about this, sir? Even if I wasn't, we have no choice. Command has given us the orders to take him in. Understood. We're in position, sir. Good. 3, 2, 1. Breach. Go, go, go. Entrance clear. I'll check the kitchen. Remember to keep your safety on. Copy, sir. Checking the living room. Kitchen clear. There are dishes in the sink as if he was eating a short way to go. Keep an eye out. So far the living room is clear. Sir, there are a few rooms downstairs. We have yet to check. I remember going over the architectural draft of this building. There is a laundry room, small storage and a closet. Check those then. Moving upstairs, Diamond 1. Copy, sir. Bedroom, clear. Damn, he really made himself at home here. I wonder how long he planned to stay until his redeployment. Well, I should check the bathroom and balcony and then keep moving. Diamond 1, come in. Diamond 1, do you copy? Son of a bitch. As the final man comes down the stairs, he's HK-416 at the ready. I slammed the rifle down with my left arm. Gah. Taking my right arm up, I wrap it around his chest and pull him towards me. When his body and mine make contact, I force my chest down, causing his own mass to fly over my shoulders. When his back hits the ground, I place my knife against and lower the seat of his throat. What are you doing inside my house? Fuck you. Taking my knife out, I lift up and bring it down to his left arm. The blade piercing his arm and crimson life pouring out. Your entire team has been taken down by me. Now fucking tell me, what are you doing here? You're Agent 4219, aren't you? Yes. Oh my god. The rumors were right. Tell me, why are you here? You can fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up. You're 54212. You know exactly who you... I know exactly who you are. Leader of the Central Branch Special Operations Division. You better start talking before I separate your skin from your muscle. The leader of the pack shoves his elbow into my face, causing me to stumble back for a moment. I can feel the air rush past my face as a cartridge whizzes past. Rotating the blunt handle of my combat knife to the dominant position, I bring it down onto the Ancient's forehead. I continue to keep bashing his face with my handle until he weakens. Stop! Tell me who sent you after me. If you don't, I won't hesitate to slit your throat and watch you die like the rest of your team. You're not getting anything out of me. He purses his lips and refuses to speak any further. Ah! He spits into my face. Go fuck yourself, Reaper. I take one last look into his eyes and slam the handle of my knife down to his forehead, knocking him unconscious. Why and who the hell sent the Spec Ops after me? The only person I know who has that ability is Julia. I sit down on the couch and rest my head in my hands, my elbows propping me up. Hundreds of scenarios and questions run through my mind as I reflect on what just happened. While overanalyzing each of them, I lift my head and reach into my pocket, retrieve my commission phone. Flipping it open, I stare at the screen while keeping absolutely silent. Feeling almost as if making any noise will set my phone off. After a few minutes of allowing myself to calm down and stabilizing my heart rate, I stand up and straighten my shirt. What am I going to do with you? Peering at my unconscious opponent, I reach up and rub my chin as I contemplate. In killing him, it seems like a little much, considering I don't know what the hell's going on, but leaving him alive poses an immediate threat to myself. Whatever, I might as well return this dog to his owner. Stepping over him, I casually walk over to my closet, open it and rummage through a door. Finding a few familiar pieces of plastic I was looking for, I return to the man and turn him over on his stomach, grabbing both of his arms and positioning them against his back, and use pieces of plastic to tie them together. I do same with his ankles. Once he is secured, I drag him with a relative ease to my back door, dropping him against the concrete outside like a sack of expired potatoes. Two of his team made live face fuzz on the ground beside him. The other lies motionless in the small hallway between the laundry room and the stairs. After retrieving his corpse and dropping it against the others, I grab my commission phone and dial a number, my irritation rising steadily. Hello? Come get your dogs, Julia, they failed. What? You heard me. What the hell are you talking about? I'm really not in the mood for her to play dumb with me. I thought I could trust you, Julia. What? Genuine tone of confusion expresses itself in her voice. I'm looking at 3 dads, one unconscious deck agents here. Are you serious? Where are you? I'm still in my house, right where you sent them. I didn't send them. Where the hell did you get that idea from? Stop playing dumb. I'm being serious. Why would I have sent anyone after you? That's what I want to know. I'm going to come over. You better. I still need something done about the trash that is in front of me. I'll be in there in 20. I'll be waiting. And the call as Julia tries to speak again, interrupting her and sending satisfying feeling throughout my body. Guess while I wait for the woman to arrive, I start talking. I'll clean up a bit. Probably ask his father. He has ice connections, they say. Only that way he could erase his files. So that means he sent the spec ops after us, so he could get rid of us and continue doing whatever he does with Natsuki. That smart son of a bitch. That guy hasn't got good contacts. That is only going to make this game funnier. Gathering the weapons, I unload the magazines and eject the rounds from the chambers. And of course, they are just as I suspected. Unmarked 5.56 times 45 millimeters M99 fucked. I can tell by the signature curvate and cartridge shape. It's a munition I've used many times before. Jesus, you boys brought out the armor-piercing rounds on me. What were you expecting for me to be, in a plate carrier or something? Flickering one of the rounds up into the air like a coin, I catch it with my palm and pocket it in. Next, I place each of the firearms down next to the deceased agents and walk back inside. I decide to check on my front door, since when I heard them enter originally, it sounded like it was forced entry. And voila, my door is almost completely busted off its hinges. It hangs just barely from the top hinge. That's gonna be a good bit of work just to repair. Turning around on my heel, I walk into the kitchen and grab a glass of water, downing it in a matter of seconds. When Julia gets here, I need to be prepared just in case she comes with several others who plan to bring me down. But she could also be ballsy enough to come and try on her own. Good thing I have a backup plan already. As I set the glass down onto the counter, I hear footsteps approach the front door. What in the living hell? Julia cautelously stepped through out the front doorway, paying extra attention to the damaged one. She glances at me while she walks in the living room, and the extremely profound expression of pure shock on her face. Don't speak in a single word to her, just point towards the back door, which is also bust open. She steps outside and almost immediately recoils back in. What the fuck? She turns around and stares directly into my eyes, red-faced. Julia, put your gun down onto the couch. What? I said put your goddamn gun onto the couch. I don't have mine with me. Bullshit, you always have it on you. Stop lying to me. Fine. Julia reaches in the small of her bag and pulls out a small handgun, tossing it away from her onto the couch. This is for my own safety. What is going on? Why are they here? Funnily enough, I was about to ask you the same question. Not following you. What were they here for? Either a set recovery or destruction. You can't be serious. She double takes at the back door. Julia, who has the authorization to send in a team like this? Division chiefs. And what are you? Are you saying that I did this? No, I'm trying to say that the President of the goddamn United States did this. Yes, I'm saying it was you. Look, I did not do this. She stands in the middle of the living room, unable to move. The only person in this entire division class who has the ability to send in a deck is you. You have to trust me, I didn't do this. Why would I even consider such an idea? I don't know, you tell me. You need to trust me on this. It's hard for me to trust you right now. The cards are just not in your favor. Clever pawn, but I had no knowledge to this. If they were sent, it was without my knowledge or authorization. She steps forward and gestures with her hands as she speaks. I can't even think of a reason why this would happen unless went code 3. Funny, I don't remember doing that at all. Please, I need you to trust me on this. I'm just blindsided as you are. Julia's eyes plead with me in a way that makes it hard not to believe her. But I still have hesitations, since she's just as much as a smooth talker as I am. However, I can sense that even this smooth talking just feels different. Please, find out why the fuck this happened and you'll regain my trust. Until then, I won't be giving you the opportunity to put a knife in my back. I understand. Can I at least get a sit rep? Run my hand through my hair and sig, trying the best to recollect everything. We have a team of 5-digit Central Branch Special Operations DEC agents here. Their objective was either asset recovering or destruction, and I was the targeted individual. All of them were hostile and had poor trigger discipline. However, 3 were neutralized immediately after their entry. The final member is alive and unconscious, their team leader. His designated code is 54212, Agent Williams, leader of the Central Branch Special Operations Division. He refused to provide information after being restrained and was incapacitated as a result. I walk past Julian out into the backyard. While I do, I grab the round out of my pocket and hold it out to Julian to inspect. They are equipped with fully automatic assault firearms, tempered with hyper-lethal class ammunition. So I would say it was safe for me to assume there was no peaceful resolution to their objective. There's no reason why you would attempt a peaceful resolution for a set of recovery and bring hyper-lethal ammunition. And she walks over to the bodies, kneels down and starts to examine them. Jesus Christ, for the mess. Julie examines the body for a few minutes. I lean against the wall and look up into the sky. My eyelids begin to feel like they have weight on them, making it harder and harder to keep them open. After today, I'm extremely exhausted on the fact that both of the entrances to my room are busted. I'm going to be a long night. Julia stands up and looks back at me, her eyes meeting mine. She conveys a tone of concern with her gaze. What are you looking at, woman? Are you hurt at all? A bruises here and there, but other than that I'm fine. I see. Well, I apologize about this. I'm going to find out who ordered this and why. I see to it that you do. Now please, do something about this. I pointed to bodies and unconscious men on the ground. I'm tired and I wouldn't mind some rest right now. I can get you an hotel room for the night. No need, just get me 2 traps and a staple gun. Why? I'm going to tarp both of the doors and sleep in the living room. Are you serious? No, I can't let you do that. You're wide open for anyone just come inside. Not if you can get the right top. Green high density polyethylene tarps are good for element protection and were extremely noisy. So if anyone happens to disturb either of them, I will hear and be ready. That's not a bad idea, but you are absolutely sure you want to do that. Don't really wish to do anything else. And I don't know for a fact that I would have a harder time sleeping in the hotel room after this. Alright, well I guess I can't do it. I'll make a call and get the team out here. Don't respond and push myself off the wall. Julia places her phone against her ear and I go back inside the living room through my front door. You probably shouldn't stay around if there are more of them coming. In the event that others try to repeat what these idiots did, it's smart for me to stay away until everything is done. It usually doesn't take long, however, so I will just take a walk around for a bit. It's a little before midnight. Julie is still working on cleaning up the mess, and I am still walking down the street. My phone buzzes, and when I check a text message from Natsuki. Hey, are you up? Yeah, what's up? I'm having some trouble sleeping. What are you up to? Oh, nothing, just taking a walk. It's this late at night. Someone is going to think you're up to no good, mister. Me? No, I'm an angel. What are you talking about? Shut up, dummy. Anyway, was wondering if I could come over tomorrow. Don't see why not. What time are you gonna come by? I think as soon as my dad goes to work. Just send me a text when you're on your way. Okay. Try to get some sleep, you need it. Fine, but you get some sleep too. Yeah, I'll hit hay soon. Good night, Natsuki. Night, dummy. Smirking at the last message, I pocket my phone just in time to see cars leaving my house, with only Julia remaining. Walking through what is left of my front door, Julia sits down on the couch rubbing her temples. Got it all taken care of? Just a cleanup. No one had any idea why they were here. I'm going to the field office tomorrow to get some answers manually. However, I did manage to get you the stops you asked for. She points toward the kitchen where two neatly packaged green tops lie. Thank you. What is your plan for tomorrow? Replace my dolls? What else am I going to do? You gonna be able to handle that yourself? I don't see any reason why I couldn't. You know, unless we have to repeat off tonight. We would better not, I swear to God. The stress weighs heavily on me, but I can definitely tell it's a lot heavier on Julia. I kind of feel bad for her, but for all I know, this could have be a front and she could have faking all of her emotions. So until she is able to prove otherwise, I have to play it safe and assume she had an hand on this. I know Julia very well, and when she is forced to do something, she can't really do otherwise. And and an order like this is not something that I handle out with an optional tag. We either do it or we face severe repercussions. Listen, I assume you're stressed and exhausted from this. Just stand and see a little bit. Let's get out and go home. You are going to need rest for tomorrow anyway. She shoots me a sharp gaze as if it fire is pouring from her eyes. She told me several times before to never comment on what other girls look tired, but right now I couldn't even give that an inch of consideration. I leaned back against the wall and shoot my own gaze back to her. For a solid minute, if you weren't trained to spot it, you would miss the intense battle going between us. Invisible bullets flying just barely past each of our heads, originating from our pupils. When the minute passes, Julia finally looks away, her face flushed while accepting defeat. I guess you're right. You're going to be safe, right? Do you really need to ask that question? Well, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and find out you're no longer with us. Well, I can promise you that won't happen. Just focus on finding out why this happened. I'll handle things here. Fine, at least get some rest. Jill stands up and leaves, singing audibly as she steps out the front doorway. When she leaves, I grab the tops and unravel them. Reaching into my utility drawer, I retrieve a staple gun and begin to top up my doors. Make sure to position the tops on the outside doorway and step along the top. Afterward, I find that my exhaustion exasperates my aching muscles, so I turn off the lights and position myself comfortably on the couch. I place both doors against the kitchen wall, having a cig as I do. The doors didn't look as heavy when I got them from the hardware store, but the damn things are like mahogany or something. They're unexpectedly heavy. However, that's actually good. It means they are more heavy duty. The only downside is having to carry both of them all the way back home myself. In hindsight, I could have planned better, but whatever. I walk into the kitchen and grab a moderately sized black bag that contained various tools, rustling through it to find the appropriate drill bits. I hear someone approach the front doorway. Little steps across the gravel get continuously close and more audible. Lean backward slightly, I just barely get a glimpse of the doorway. A few small hand pull the top away and reveal a pink-haired figure that makes me smirk. The heck? Natsuki walked through the starp and gave me a concerned gaze. Oh yeah, about that. What happened? Natsuki placed both of her hands on her hips and gave me a look as if I am about to get scolded like a misbehaving kid. Oh, well, you see, there was a huge storm last night and it blew my doors off. She doesn't respond, just stares at me. What? Was something I said? She draws near and grabs my left earlobe with her index finger and thumb. Hey, what is this for? I'm your girlfriend now, I have to keep you in your place. I don't respond to her and only give a smug smile as I reach over to grab her earlobe. Hey, I'm your boyfriend now, I gotta entertain myself somehow. We both stand there holding onto each other's ears and staring at each other. After a moment we both just start snickering and laughing, letting each other go. You're so silly, it's kind of cute. Says a small and fearless female who dares to take on a lion like myself. What can I say, I managed to tame one. She reaches up and ruffles my hair with delicate hands. Be careful though, this one still has some fight left in it. Oh? Natsuki looks up at me and walks towards me and wraps her arms around me. How about now? You play dirty. Natsuki cute giggles help me relieve my stress from last night. but unfortunately it happened to notice the two doors leaning against the wall and remembered I still have to put both of them on. After patting Natsuki on the back a few times, she lets go. So are you replacing your doors from the storm? Yup, cool. How can I help? You don't need the help, I got it. No, I'm helping deal with it. If you say so. I go back to the bag of tools and gather all the necessary ones. Next, I grab the top covering the front door and take it down. Natsuki and I grab the first door and position it inches on the frame. So you know how to use a drill? Of course I do, dummy. Why wouldn't I? You would be surprised of how many people don't know how to use something as simple as a drill. Well, it's just like a gun, right? Point and press the trigger. Essentially, yeah, you align the head of the drill and pull the trigger. Natsuki takes a black and red high-powered drill into both of her hands. She grabs a screw from the box on the ground and presses it head onto the drill a bit, allowing the magnetic tip to lock them together. While she positions the screw in the correct spot, I carefully watch her movements. Alright, now pull the trigger slow. Natsuki full throttles the drill, causing it to screw dig into the hood and lose its alignment, which startles her. Slowly. She gradually turns her head to look at me. Don't say anything. She grabs the screw, pulls it out of the wall and tries again. Just start pressing it very slowly. As the nail pours into the wood more and more, you can pick up the speed. Okay. Natsuki starts to inch as it performs this mundane task. The screw is slowly driven into the frame and inch. After about a quarter of the way in, Natsuki steadily speeds up the drill. And before I knew it, she was done with the first screw. There. Good job. Now you just got 3 more to do for this first inch. But also please speed it up this time. This door isn't necessarily light. Oh, come on, you're a strong guy. You can handle this. Natsuki giggles devilishly, and she completes the rest of her tasks. And in no time the front door is fully secured to the frame and operational. Finally, to be completely honest, this does look better than your old one. Right? I was meaning to replace them at some point. Guess now was just a perfect opportunity. Right, Natsuki crosses her arms and looks off to the side worriedly. I know she's curious about how both of my doors got destroyed in the matter of a day, but I can't really tell her the full story of why it happened. The last thing she needs right now is to worry about anyone to herself. You can't handle any threat that comes at me. Hey, if something bad was happened to you, would you tell me? That's an oddly specific question to ask. Why is that? It's just something I've had in my mind. Not like I care or anything, I just don't want anything to happen to you. What was that thing about not caring at all? Yare, the kids of nowadays. That's nothing else. Cannot say I'm impressed. Just a little bit. Oh well, let's see what this game is for us. Wait a bit, just answering to some stuff. There you go. Well, ready to move on. In closing the front door, I turn around to face Natsuki and I look into her eyes. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. I can't afford to let anything bad happen to me. Do you want to know why? Sure, because I have to protect someone very close to me. She looks off to the side blushing, but eventually trying to hide it. Well, I'm sure that certain person is very grateful to you. More than you know. I'm sure she is. How come on? Now come on, stop being a creep and looking into my eyes like that. If you say so. Come on, let's get back to the door up now. Yeah, I told you that was going to be quick. Yeah, you managed to not to screw up. You're such a dork. Husky smirks as she gently hits my arm. What's next? That's it, we did all that was needed. Thanks for your help, pitiful. Natsuki's face flushed completely and she looks away frantically, trying to cover it. I don't know what are you talking about. Stop being a dummy. Don't know how you could call me that anyway. I just witnessed with my own 2 eyes. You're handling a powerful piece of machinery, while putting up a heavy-ass door. To me, it shows that you're more than just a pretty girl who can make a mean cupcake. Well, it's not like I do that intentionally just to impress you. I mean, helping you with the door, yeah, but... I didn't mean to say that out loud. Natsuki stomps against the floor, and covers her mouth. Did you say something? Ugh. No. I wink at her almost to give her a yeah, I know that you were getting at. Okay, smartass, do you have anything else planned? No, I don't believe I do. Good, because I have plans for us. Huh? Come on, hehe. Natsuki gets hold of my wrist and starts to drag me upstairs suddenly and forcefully. My bedroom door swings open with quite a powerful slam, force from such a small girl and small hand. Hey yo, come on. Finally, go sit down on the bed. Whoa, okay. Listen, usually with this stuff, I am the dominant one. Don't get such a perfect thoughts. Was just going to put on some more Sailor Moon to us watch. Natsuki searched around frantically to her box with a completely flushed face. Oh, okay. You're gross. Guilty as charged. But watching that show with you for a while doesn't sound bad. Are you starting to like it? Honestly, I have no idea what the hell's going on. But I think I am piecing things together. Well, I hope so. I don't share my anime and manga with just anyone, you know. I really do appreciate it. Even if it's something like this, I still do enjoy the time we spend together. Swear to God, every time I stop blushing, you just keep it going. Natsuki turns away from me and tries to hide her face. After a few seconds, she shakes her head and walks over to the TV, checking the DVD player for the disc. It is long before the music starts and those familiar girls start to dance across the screen. After sitting on the floor for a moment, Natsuki gets up and sits down on the bed next to me. I scoot my back against the wall and she does the same. While we both watch the anime together, I try to stay engaged and ask questions to understand a bit more. Natsuki tries her best to remain patient with me and answers my questions. Eventually she yawns and rests her head on my shoulder. Luckily for me, I was waiting for this. Gently grasps her shoulders and shifts her so she sits in front of me, leaning her back so she can use me as a rest. Huh? You will be more comfortable here. Plus my shoulder kind of hurts. So having you rest your head on it doesn't feel very good. Oh, I'm sorry if I had known I wouldn't have. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep watching, okay? Okay. She leans her head back onto my chest and nuzzles into me. Thank you for this. It makes me feel safe. Okay, I find it totally adorable, but also extremely uncomfortable. Not used to it, but I'm not going to limit it. Not like you could, anyway. If she feels safe, then I will continue to support her this way. Because I won't deny that just being able to be this close to someone feels nice. There were a few times Ashley held me close and I felt as if I had the angel of death guarding me. I guess it actually made sense later down the line. But that is a different story for a different time. After an hour I hear soft, gentle cues come from Natsuki. When I look down and to check on her, her head is tilted to the side ever so slightly with her eyes closed and her mouth agape. She managed to fall asleep while cuddled right into me. She must be pretty comfortable then. I take a mental note of where we are in this anime because I know she's going to want to rewatch the stuff she missed, so I docket it away in my mind. Next, I kind of do something I never really expected to. Wrap both of my arms around Natsuki and carefully hold her in my arms while she rests. She definitely looks at peace right now, which I assume she doesn't get much of when she rests at home. For good reasons too. The image of Natsuki's father flashes through my mind and instantly makes my blood starts to heat up, but I manage to calm myself down before I get too worked up. Right now she needs me and I will do whatever it takes just to make her happy and safe. Oh well. Oh well. And she needs some actual rest right now, leaning back against the wall with the pink-haired girl and the pink-haired angel in my arms. I close my own eyes. I'm pulled out of my comfortable rest by Natsuki shifting around. Opening my eyes and shielding them from the orange glow of the sunset outside, I peer down at her. She turns over and opens her eyes, almost immediately shielding them from the light as well. Lucky? Hey, how did you sleep? I fell asleep. Natsuki shoots up from her position on the bed and looks around the room frantically. What time is it? It's a little after 5:30, don't panic. Oh, thank God. She leans forward and rubs her forehead with her hands. I thought I was past my curfew. My dad wants me home at 7 tonight. He'll usually leave around sick study, so I would have woken you up beforehand. Darn, I was really having a good nap too. You looked like it. Natsuki looks at me and then back down to herself before she immediately stands up flustered. Did I fall asleep on you? Yeah, and pretty fast too. You must have been really comfortable. Huh? I wasn't comfortable. I was just tired. What? Did helping me put two doors up tire you that much? I leaned forward and gave her a smug smile. You better get rid of that smile before you lose your lips. I'll consider making a snarky response. I hold back onto it. Well, now that you're awake, do you want anything to eat before I take you home? No, as much as I would like something, I need to save what appetite I do have for when my dad makes super. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It isn't your business anyway. She turns her back to me and approaches the TV. Natsuki, is he feeding you? She stops and when I ask the question and remains silent. I get off the bed and stand up, my eyes still glued on to her. Mind your own business. I hear her sniffle under her breath. Natsuki, if he isn't feeding you, I need to know. Natsuki turns around and cheeks damp from wiping away tears. He still feeds me, but it has been less and less lately. Last night it told me that if I wanted to eat more, I had to run into you and beg for it. Jesus. I don't want to tell you about it because she paused for a second trying to hold back more tears. Because it's my problem to deal with. I can handle it myself. And how do you plan on handling starving yourself? I run my hand through my hair and try to think of something. I already buy Natsuki a lunch and snacks at school, but when she is home, there is very little I can do. She's rejecting my offering for food right now, because she's afraid of what her father would do to her, and also probably her own pride. That's pride. You say I'm arrogant, I say damn right. That makes me remember of Vegeta's speech to Jiren. You say I'm arrogant, I say damn right. That's pride. Pride on the Super Saiyan I am. I'm kind of trying to remember like something like that, but in Natsuki's form I'll try to recreate it. You call me arrogant, you say I'm arrogant, I say damn right. That's pride. Pride on the girl I am. The Jeff I am. She was extremely hesitant about me even getting her food at school. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to win this argument. Natsuki must have read my face as I was thinking, because she approaches me and stares up in my eyes. I will be okay, I promise. I know you will. It just still angers me you have to deal with that. Listen, dummy, I've been through worse. Natsuki puffs out her chest, puts her hands on her hips and gives me a stern face to match the bravado she puts on. The sigh makes me chuckle and puts me at ease just a little bit, but the underlying worries that plague my mind remain. Well, we have a little bit before you have to leave. Do you want to backtrack to the episodes we missed while we napped? I point to the TV, which remains on a solid blue screen waiting for the TV to be inserted into the player. Now I have a better idea. Natsuki walks over the box as she keeps here and retrieves both a notebook and a pen. Next she sits down on my bed and passes the space next to her, unsharing me over. When I do, she opens the notebook and a random page with writing on it. I catch a glimpse of the writing that piques my interest, but before I can read more of it, Natsuki slams her hand down over the page covering it. No, don't read that. She quickly turns to a fresh page. What was that about? Don't worry about it. Alright. Natsuki brandishes the pen above the notebook and makes eye contact with me. I want us to write something together, okay? Sounds fun. What did you have in mind? Hehe, I'll show you. Natsuki explains her little plan to me and I follow along nicely. Before long, Natsuki's signature cat meow alarm goes off, indicating that it's time for her to leave. Making sure her stuff is neatly put away. Oh, wait. Neatly put away. Before going her inspection of it, we head out. I guess that's just fine. Okay. Well, Natsuki and I walk along the surprisingly clean concrete sidewalk, and my commissioned phone vibrates in my pocket. Natsuki looks at me curiously as I pull my phone out and answer the incoming call. Hello? Looky, I am going to be heading to the field office tonight to question Williams. I want you to come with me to personally observe. Julia wants me to come down to the office after what happened last night. Big red flag. Not comfortable at all heading down there given the circumstances. And I'm not quite sure if I am able to trust Julia that much. This could be a trap. I'll just have to navigate this carefully. When are you free? I'm walking Natsuki home right now. After that, would be fine. Alright, call me when that is done. I'll do. Talk to you soon. Ending the call, I can practically feel Natsuki burning questions calling me. Who was that? It was Julia. She wants to run a few errands with me for a little while. Oh, that sounds boring. It's sure be. Thank God you have me around. Oh, why is that? Ah, dummy, you shouldn't ask why two girls say something like that. Sometimes the cool guys have some pretty cool girls with them, you know. You just underveltantly call me cool. Shut up, I'm trying to compliment you. Right, my apologies. You do make my dreary and dull life much more bearable. Natsuki giggles and keeps a pace alongside me. I take a second to watch her from the corner of my eye. This girl brings out some emotions that are an immense struggle to suppress. But the situation with the father, I don't know. It brings out a whole new side of me. Such a sweet, beautiful, innocent girl being dealt a bad hand of card like I have. Don't let her become like me. Won't let her become like me. That is a promise I can make to myself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to become a mercenary either. Natsuki and I stopped slightly before a house. We decided that it would be probably the best for me to stay out of sight while she is walking up the sidewalk, just in case her dad is home. She was extremely against it at first, but later come to understand why. About 3 houses down from us, I looked down the sidewalk to make sure Natsuki's father has no ability to see me. Alright, this is my stop, I'm afraid. Well, today was fun, I enjoyed myself. I'm glad you did, I had fun too. Thanks for helping me with the dolls, by the way. Not mention it, Thanks for walking with me. Natsuki and I trade hugs quickly. No problem at all. You stay safe, okay? I will. See you tomorrow. Natsuki winks at me and starts to walk home. Turning around, I walk away. That's the catch. We'll go to Julia now. Oh no, wait. This is about... Oh. Okay. Let's watch this a bit. I drop to my knees, coughing profusely. Are you going to stay down here from now on? You talk back again, and you will get another punch to the stomach. Do you understand me? I can barely breathe, and I cannot stop coughing. Ugh! Father once again pushes me in the middle of my stomach. His fist is so huge that it makes contact with the majority of my stomach, hitting me as forcefully as a hammer. Oh no, I'm gonna throw up. Unable to control my body, I feel a bile rush up my throat and throughout my mouth. All over Father. Through the blinding darkness of the basement, I can practically see the burning fury in his eyes. My blood runs cold. He grabs onto my hair and pulls me up by it, so I'm just barely hanging out of the ground. The blood to my stomach sent pain coursing throughout my body, swiftly weakening me. This was a brand new outfit, and you just soiled it. Thanks, kid. He slaps me and simultaneously releases me, sending me crashing to the ground. My left cheekbone stings as if it's broken. Probably is. My already darkened vision seemingly grows dark into a black that not even light can penetrate. The pain is just too much. It hurts. Didn't mean to throw up on you. Every breath I take makes it harder for me to stay conscious as I feel myself falling asleep. Jesus, was any of that necessary? I heard that from upstairs. Don't worry about it. You just decided to ruin my clothes. You made sure not to hit him near the kidney or bladder, right? We really can afford to have him piss blood for the tests. It will screw up the results. Do you think I'm stupid? No, sir. Stop questioning me, especially about my son. What I do with him is my business and mine alone. I understand. I'll be upstairs when you need me. I'll go up there right now, and we can finish up. Ugh, this guy gives me... Ugh, I want to fucking punch him in the face. Julia meets me outside of my house and the headlights of her car illuminating the street. The moon above us just barely lights up the land with an eerie blue glow. During the drive to office, Julia gives me a rundown of what is planned for the night. Alright, so I'm going to check us into the medical wing. From there I'm going to guide you to an observation room, so you can watch from behind on one-way glass. That will prevent the agents I am questioning from panicking at the sight of you. What are you planning to ask him? Just the usual interrogatory questions. You know why he was deployed. Who sent him, who is CO, was, etc. Oh, and I am also going to need to take your gun. Hell no. I look at Julia and furrow my eyebrows. You do understand that bringing weapons into the medical wing is strictly forbidden. Prohibited, right? I'm still not fully keen on coming here with you, and now you're going to be taking one of my most valuable means of defense. You'll be fine, I promise. Very hesitantly, I place my handgun into the center of the console of Julia's car. Julia and I walk through the medical wing of the field force. The sound of our footsteps reverberates and give the already eerie atmosphere more depth. While we travel through the clean hallway, I look into the various rooms we pass. You say what you want about hospitals, I hate them a lot, but I definitely hate being here more than anything. Being around my own company isn't that bad because I am used to them, but in medical bays and wings that are set up by my company, it's a whole new ordeal. Not to mention I'm potentially in the den of my enemies. Go in here quickly. Julia points to an unmarked access control door to our left. She badges me into it and keeps walking forward. I open the door and walk inside. I find a darkened room with a single one-way window on the north wall. It sits completely pitch black, indicating that it was not being enabled yet. I take a minute to look around the room and notice a plastic table and several metallic chairs folded against the wall. It looks like this room hasn't been used for a while, or anything. It was neatly put away in preparation for my arrival. I grab one of the metal foldable chairs in the room and position it in a comfortable position before sitting down. Waiting for I press the button on the window. Immediately it turns transparent to reveal the hospital room on the other side. Julia stands off to the side, scrolling through her phone while leaning against the wall. Inside of the room is an hospital bed covered by a privacy curtain. Crossing my arms, I keep my eyes focused on Julia and the room. After a minute, I get a text from Julia. I'm gonna start now, you ready? I send a quick reply and lean back in the chair. Julia walks over the curtain and calls out to the agent. William Swinded Sock. She opens the curtains and reveals what is behind it. The agent lies in bed, completely motionless and pale. Around his neck is a dark and discolored line. Son of a bitch. He was garroted. A change of caution goes through me and immediately stand up and knocking my chair over. Julia looks around the hospital room and the back of the window. Son of a bitch. This means we could get the door opening before I have the chance to fully get away. Julia runs after me. Quickly and calmly get to the front desk. Check out before Julia has a chance to interrupt and exit the front doors of the office. Spinning up my pace, I down the stairs. I try to get as much distance away from Julia as I can. Realizing I no longer have my handgun, I act as calmly as possible around the other people wandering through the campus. When I reach the middle of the parking lot, Julia calls out behind me. Loki, I turn around and watch her run up to me. Prepare myself in case she attacks and raise my hand slightly. You need to keep your distance from me, Julia. Look, I know this looks bad. You're damn right it looks bad. Tell me the truth, Julia. Did you bring me here to take me in? What? No. She tries to step forward, but I simultaneously take a step backward to keep an equal distance from her. My trust in you was shaky at first, and now it's... I trail off my sentence. Julia looks back at me, disheartened. Doesn't look good for you right now. I get that, but you have to understand that this is a surprise to me too. Julia, no offense, but so far you have failed to regain my trust. How can I? It's not that easy to gain in the first place. Julia, you are the only person here who has the ability to send a team after me. You are the only one of the people who would have contact with the surviving agents on our only hope of information. I'm looking out for myself here. And right now I can't trust you. How am I to know that you aren't faking this to take me in? Look, I don't want anything to happen to you. Why do you think I am trying my best on this? To cover your own ass. You mean so much to me. I wouldn't do or allow anything to happen to you. I've always had your back and I will still continue to. Julia pleads with me as she tries to walk closer to me. I stand my ground and quickly contemplate what I'm going to do. Julia does sound genuine, but it's still hard for me to trust this situation. If I wanted to bring you in, I would have come straight out with it and told you. Don't like beating around the bush. Give me my gun back. I'm going home. You take care of what's a mess in there. Julia reluctantly nods and walks to her car. After retrieving my gun from her center console, she places it in the fire hydrant in my hand. To show her that I won't harm her, I release the magazine and pull back the slide, emptying the round from the chamber. I'll be taking the bus home. You have fun here. I turn my back to her and walk away while she remains silent. Well, bit. Closing the club room door behind me, I look around the room and spot both Monica and Yuri. Hey, you're early. Yeah, did you girls get everything ready? Of course, Monica and I brought stuff from home today. Okay, and we are going to stop here. Ugh, this is exhausting. Okay, menu, yes. Close game, here. Save. Yes, and main menu. Well guys, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment down below what you thought of it. Let's try to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year. And well, this was the episode for today. See you tomorrow guys. See you on the flip side. Goodbye pals.